Hey guys, and welcome to the first Halloween tutorial of 2017. I am so ready to do many more looks like this. This is my attempt to do kind of a creepy Jester, and it ended up being like a rainbow Jester. I was just having some fun with my makeup, so this is how I did it. Started with the Maybelline Master Prime, and this is in the Blur and Smooth. This was to make my skin as flawless as possible. And then for foundation, I combined Loreal Infallible, and then the Manic Dreamtone. And I like to combine foundations because the white isn't like full coverage, and it kind of evens out. And it took a lot of blending because the white color is really just kind of a white shade. It isn't really meant to be foundation, it seems like. But I do enjoy it because it makes you look extra spooky. And then blending that bitch out. Then I didn't feel it was spooky enough, so I added more white, of course. And then I just kind of went for diamond shapes, but I feel like for a Jester you could do any kind of shape. You could do a star, you could do a circle. This is just kind of what I had in my head, so I went with it. And the liner I'm using is Jessie's Girl, and it's available at CVS, and I think maybe some Walgreens I've seen it at. But I really find it comparable to Stila or even the KatVonD tattoo liner, but it's like half the price, so. And anyways, I just kind of made like little triangles, and then to fill in the black side of the eyes, I used the NYX eyeshadow base in black, and I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow brush from my electric palette. And this is nice because it has like a fluffier side and more detailed side, and I was using both sides to kind of like fluff it in and then edge it out as well. It is a really simple look. It actually only took me like 40 minutes to do all together, and honestly it's just kind of a fun thing to do. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it was just really fun. And then I'm just kind of detailing out the corners. I kept on messing up the edges and having to go over it, so that I think I would go over with a eyeliner and just keep it with that. And then to set the eyeshadow base, I used the eyeshadow Corrupt, and then dipping into the Urban Decay electric palette. And remembering your Roy G bib, I'm starting off with my red shade, and this is the color Slow Burn. And I love the electric palette. It's one of my favorite palettes for Halloween. And then for the orange, I'm using the Saint and Sinner palette, and this is the shade Devil. It kind of ended up blending out together, the red and the orange, so I'd maybe use a lighter orange next time or a darker red, depending. And then for the yellow, I'm using a Morphe eyeshadow, my one Morphe eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Sunflower. It was just like one of the only yellows that I had that was matte, so I just used it. But it actually did look kind of nice, but it took some work. And for the green, I'm using the shade Freak, but it wasn't as green and matte as I would like it. It has too much shimmer, so I went back into the KatVonD shade Exodus. And then for the blue, I'm using the shade Chaos. And the purple I didn't catch, but I did use the shade Urban, and it's just on the tip of the triangle. And then I did an extreme contour, because what Jester wouldn't be contoured? And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills light to medium contour. And then for lips, I used the shade Witches. And I like that for the lips, but I found that when I did the detail work, they ended up being a lot bigger than I wanted them to be, so I would use for the outer side of the lips, I would suggest using the liner if you wanted more of a detailed look. Because as you can see, my wings of my lips ended up a lot larger. And many, many months later, we have this completed lip look. They are still messed up. And I just dabbed on the lips the color Slow Burn and Urban and just kind of gave it like a purple red vibe. It made it a little bit more spooky. And that completes my Halloween Jester look, the first look of 2017 for Halloween. Many more to come. I hope you guys enjoy this look, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and show me your looks as well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!